Well, if we want to assume that Bryce is going to be there and be fairly Bryce, uh, I think Alabama can score a lot of points because I think you look at Tennessee, they're giving up 300 plus a game, 307, I think, through the air. Anthony Richardson lit them up for 453. So let's say Bryce is pretty well ready to go, that's something to consider there with the passing game, obviously. But I think this is really what I think that Alabama. I don't know if you guys have talked about this. Alabama is number 3 in the country in rushing offense. They're averaging 257 a game. I think only Air Force and Army are ahead of Alabama. Alabama is the only team in the country that averages 7 yards a rush. So their running game, I think the offensive line is continuing to get better and better, and the running game is really starting to come around. We're starting to see Gibbs become that dynamic playmaker. I think as McClellan continues to get more touches, that's going to be a 1-2 punch. And I think even if Bryce plays, I just think that the balance there, being able to run the football and being able to open up with explosive plays off of that, should give Alabama an opportunity to score points. Now, again, we don't know if Bryce is going to be ready. So that's the key. Tennessee, last year in looking at that game, Tennessee had a couple of explosive plays, but other than that, Alabama shut them down pretty well. Tennessee had 65 yards rushing. They had 10 first downs in the game. I think there was a streak there of 6 or 7 straight possessions that Tennessee went 3 and out. And I understand this is a different year. They're improving all this. But Alabama did manage that offense pretty well last year for the most part. Job fell asleep out there and gave up a big play late. But I thought Alabama defended it pretty well. But yeah, I would think, Tennessee, you've got to be able to stop Jabari Small, the run game, and Hendon Hooker. Don't let him hurt you with his feet. And if they do that and they don't give up those deep balls, then I think Alabama's in pretty good shape.